Reproducing molecules have evolved to create the depth and richness of human consciousness. One can only gasp in dumbfounded wonder at the miracle of it all. The evolution of life is an orgasm of exploding consciousness. It is a mystery beyond understanding and imagination. But we can perhaps understand something of where we are and where we might be going. This film speculates about the erotic creative force of the universe that has given birth to us. Our enormous scientific understanding ends where conscious experience begins. We know a great deal about the mechanisms of life, but nothing about the nature of our immediate experience. Science describes the wavelength of blue light, but says nothing about the experience of a glorious blue sky. So what is the missing connection between our understanding of the physical and our stream of consciousness? Contemporary thinkers, from the mythologist Joseph Campbell to the futurist Ray Kurzweil, are coming to a conclusion shared by many spiritual traditions. Consciousness is universal in all of physical existence. Campbell equated consciousness with energy. Assume they are right. Physical evolution is the evolution of consciousness. How can physical evolution be as juicy and rich as our conscious experience? What may seem to be the least juicy of all subjects, mathematics, holds one of the keys. Pushing mathematics to its limit leads not to a stagnant certainty like 2 plus 2 equal 4, but to unbounded creativity and diversity. It leads to possibilities more exotic and fascinating than all the talk of God's heaven and enlightenment that I have ever heard. Mathematics suggests that whatever ecstatic wondrous experience, whatever ultimate orgasm any being ever experiences, it is the merest hint of a shadow of what can be, and that will always be the case. This astounding conclusion comes from the effort to perfect mathematics by discovering a recipe for deciding all mathematical questions. That search led to exactly the opposite result. It uncovered an infinite hierarchy of mathematical truth. This hierarchy can only be fully explored by a divergent process like biological evolution that continually tries new alternatives in the form of new species. This mathematical hierarchy involves ever more complex levels of abstraction and self-reflection. The level we have reached is an infinitesimal fragment of what is possible. This mathematical result reflects a fundamental erotic tension between the search for the ideal and the search for the new and exotic. Without the immense diversity of life, human consciousness could not have evolved. Without the immense complexity of the human brain, human consciousness could not have evolved. Through us, evolution has become conscious of itself and is rapidly acquiring the capacity to control its future course. We have become the eyes of God with the power to create the world. We have become an evolutionary bottleneck. Accepting and celebrating the tension between the ideal and the other is essential to the journey ahead. We may be an evolutionary dead end, or we may be at the dawning of an unimaginable age of Aquarius. To learn more, whatwillbe.com.